Hello everyone! Today we are happy to present to you this new project where Etendo's UI and UX team has been working. Soon we will be developing the redesign of the new ERP interface, both visually and in the user experience. Before we started, we conducted interviews with both partners and Etendo users to find out the current pain points of the software and what features or behaviors they consider to be of user satisfaction. For this first checkpoint, we designed the master detail layout window that will be repeated for the different modules and the form view of each record. Starting from top to bottom, we observe in the main header the application menu. Layout in two sections, favorites. Now users will be able to choose which windows to save for easy access, and the applications section, where users will be able to drag and drop to sort the applications at their own discretion. We will incorporate a general search engine that will search by entity and classify the results. This will help new users to find a specific record without having to enter each window, optimizing their work time. We will also add voice search for our users with mobility difficulties, improving their accessibility within the software. We also added a new general button. The system will provide some by default, but also the user will be able to choose which buttons they want to appear in this section to quickly access their daily functions. In the configuration section, in the first instance, the appearance options are shown. We will make two color themes, light and dark. You will also be able to set the table density to 3 types: standard, compact, and comfortable. The compact in case you need to read multiple records quickly. The comfortable for users who need more accessibility when reading. One of the main pain points that currently exists in the software is the lack of guidance for the new user, so we added several options to customize the toolbar buttons. You will be able to see icons only, text only or icon and text to provide clarity and context about the action to be performed. New users will have a clear indication, and returning users, being familiar with the system, will take advantage of the space by using icons only. The user menu got a restyling while maintaining the current information. Solving the main pain point, we incorporated a breadcrumb to help the user understand where they are, and you will also be able to see the current window options, such as adding to favorites. This section will also be navigable. As hierarchical buttons, we selected update and new for their importance and frequency of use. Plus, they will have the option to have a drop-down to provide quick access to a variety of related actions without taking up too much space within the interface. We will soon develop 3 new views. With the Kanban view, you will be able to see at a glance the status of each task from the initial phase to completion. These statuses could be configured by the user. The map view will provide a visual representation of the geographical distribution of resources, such as customer locations, suppliers, warehouses, or other entities relevant to the business operation. And the calendar view will be especially useful for companies that need to manage and coordinate time-based activities, such as projects, meetings, deliveries, employee vacations, among others. We improved the columns tool. It now has a search engine to quickly find the specific column. The columns that are visible are positioned at the top, and you could drag and drop them to distribute them without leaving that window, and the columns that are hidden are sorted alphabetically to find them easily. We have added 2 buttons that can be activated: Preview Panel and Record Details. In Preview Panel, we have added new functions: Insights, a tool that will work with Power BI and our AI Copilot. This will give you a forecast according to the selected date range of this window, in this example, sales order. It will display various analytics in widget format, such as bar chart, customers, and best-selling products, among others, in order to improve decision-making and optimize business performance. When making a multiple selection and having this view activated, it will show the insights of these selected records. If we left-click on any part of the row, It will be possible to read in this section the information of this record by scrolling vertically, as users are familiar with this method of scrolling, and it is more comfortable when reading. We have added a new pinned record pinning feature, especially useful when working with large datasets where it is important to have quick access to certain rows to improve user productivity. It will also be possible to drag and drop for users to sort the rows as they wish, and we added a contextual menu for quick access to their actions. In the grid, we added avatars and iconography, providing a quick visual representation of certain types of data to facilitate the identification and understanding of the information. Also, newly created records will have a label for quick identification. You can choose not to see them in the column options to improve the user experience. In the statuses, we use semantic colors to make it more intuitive, making it easy to understand visually and reduce errors when interacting with the documents. We will add two new features. Tags, you will be able to visually tag data in a way that is easily identifiable and as custom filtering criteria for users. For example, if this order has holiday season products, you will be able to create a tag that fits this specific need. Reactions. Similar to what is found on social media, this tool provides an interactive and expressive way for users to interact with the data. This will enhance engagement and facilitate the collection of valuable information about user perception and interest in certain aspects of the business. The toolbar will be enabled when selecting a record. We added a new function to paint the rows. It will be customizable, allowing the user to tailor the display to their own criteria. When hovering on a text link, a card will appear showing its highlighted data for quick reading and the button that leads to the entity page. Cells will be editable by double-clicking on them. You can write manually or with a selector like a date picker. The system will also give you options for this cell or create a new one. When we have selected a record, we can activate record details, which will show the tabs that we already know in Etendo, which will have the same current behavior, and we will add a header to easily identify which record these lines belong to. With these views enabled, the user will be able to choose how much information they want to see according to their needs. Now let's look at the form view of this order. It has a top tab bar with which you can navigate through the different sections, also being able to compress or expand them. Some sections have been restyled as notes and attachments. At the bottom of this window, you will see the lines of this order, but if the Record Details option is enabled, it will show the lines in the tabs we already know. We would like to remind you that not all the tools are prototyped. This is a sneak peek, and it is constantly changing thanks to the feedback you give us to improve the experience when using our software. If you are an Etendo partner and want to send us your comments regarding this project, please write us your suggestions to study them and incorporate them into this new interface. That's all for now. See you in the next video.